10 manly steps to get the girl you want, part 2. This is the part 2 of the original series of videos on this topic. In the last video, we were talking about lone wolf and why women get attracted to this type of personality. Lone wolf means a guy who is reliant on himself and doesn't necessarily require a group to add to his personality. What women see when they meet such a personality is signs of maturity, dominance, self-belief, and stability. A lot of guys live under the impression that girls become more interested in guys who have lots of friends, interesting friend circles, and with the whole bro dynamics. The truth is, girls find the whole bro thing very fascinating. But just because she likes to hear the bro stories of your gang does not mean even by 1% that is improving your position in her mind. How guys see it is, she is laughing at these stories. Clearly we're having a good time. Therefore, I'm forming a deeper connection with her. No, she is laughing because your stories are fulfilling her need for entertainment, because frankly, bro stories are simply hilarious. There are only two possible outcomes from here. 1. Either she will be satisfied with her dose of entertainment and move on. Or 2. She would secretly get envious and try to become a part of the group. Which, if she tried, she will, because you will vouch for her. And once she does, you would be rendered useless. The third imaginary possibility, that she would date you because you have cool friends, would never happen, because showing that you have cool friends will never get you a date. On the contrary, what it tells the other person is, you are so uncool that you use your association with cool people in order to appear cool. It's actually perceived as a weakness, because instead of selling your individual achievements and qualities, you wasted your time selling your friend circle. And once she penetrates into your group with your help, she's going to date one of your friends, because all this while you've been getting her excited about one of those guys from your stories. If you want the girl to date you, own her laughs. If she's laughing at a story, but you're not the hero of the story, you are digging your own grave. And that gets us to point 5. Happiness. Women like guys who make them happy. Let's consider two words, excitement and fun. She needs to feel these two keywords whenever she is in contact with you. Why? Because generally, life is boring, including the lives of people around her. This part about happiness, to be honest, is superficial. Nobody has their shit together. You are just like everybody. But unfortunately, appearances in dating rank higher than reality. So don't talk about your shit. You are not sad, not distressed, not a normal person. Instead, you are a bundle of joy. Whenever you pick up her call, switch off the part in your brain that says your problems. The reason why this works is, her brain registers your presence as a source of happiness. What later happens is, whenever she's bored, in stress, or looking for a bit of excitement, her brain automatically reminds her of you, which makes her call you, hang out with you, and so forth. 6. Patience. This is a problem with almost every guy I've ever seen trying to court a girl. They just want everything to happen the next day, in the next hour. The trick of getting a girl is making her want you. And the first step to that is by removing any and all desperation. If you are texting her every hour, trying desperately to create conversations, flirting continually, you are reducing your chances of ever getting her genuinely interested. There are 2 reasons patience is important for your mental health and in dating. 1. A girl is not the end of your life. I get it. You are excited, interested, and contemplating that she might be the one. If it is such a huge thing, shouldn't you step back a little and really think about it? I'm sure you have other things in your life too, which you are disregarding right now because of the entry of this new person. One reason behind patience is to maintain your mental stability. Stay on your feet. Don't go haywire. Test it out. If you don't text her for a day, does she text you? Think about what you have learned about her from your conversations. Is this really what you want? Are you sure that her personality wouldn't cause any problems in your life? Be mature. Don't ever go in a relationship because your mind is overclouded with sex. In these breaks, get to know the real nature of your feelings. Discover your honest intentions. Are you just pursuing this for sex? Is it because you're desperate to have a girlfriend? Or maybe there is compatibility. Whatever answers you find, accept them and then make your next moves. A lot of guys get into relationships solely because of how hot she is. There is nothing wrong with that motivation. But if her hotness is all that attracts you, then maybe look for a sexual relationship than a romantic one. By doing that, you save not only years of your life, but also save yourself from agonizing breakups. The second reason for patience is, it shows her that you are not desperate, you're stable, you're not crazy for her, and you have a life. It also gives her the time to think about you. And when she thinks about you, she not only becomes more interested in talking to you again, she also ponders about the conversations with you. And from that, she gets more questions, which indirectly gets her even more interested in you. And this really happens in case you're pursuing an intelligent woman. When smart women find someone interesting, they subconsciously start scanning if there are any deal breakers with this guy. So believe me, she is going to pay extra attention to your ideologies, your way of thinking, are you judgmental, how open-minded are you, so on and so forth. How am I sure of this? 2 reasons. 1. Because of that subconscious ideal image of man women get attracted to. I've already talked about this in great depth in the first video. Second reason, you have to consider the possibility that she has had a bad relationship. The same applies to you as well. But this is where men and women differ in their approach. Men who have been hurt before and now have found someone new tend to fix their broken hearts by being extra attentive and extra loving. Their approach unknowingly becomes achieving finality as soon as possible. They want it to happen quickly. As a result, they give their all, because in their heads, they are on the mission to prove that I am the right guy. And the way they do it is not by patience, but by showing how upstanding, caring, loving, and perfect I am for you. So to prove that, the level of love a guy showers upon the girl, the attention, the care just skyrockets. And in doing so, guys leave everything aside and become obsessed. Now, women don't work like that. If her trust has been broken in the past, a smart woman will take a lot of time. Women's approach is building finality gradually in time. And this really annoys women about guys, as they're unable to understand that. The way guys see it is, logically, if I fit the bill, why are you not giving me all your love? What is this patience nonsense? I have proved to you that I am the perfect guy. What else do you want me to do? Just say it. Define it so I can do it and win your heart completely. Men's emotion in a compact phrase would be mine. Whereas women have a very self-protecting nature. Now understand one thing very clearly. That is their approach. Whether it is successful or it isn't is another discussion. Do they still make mistakes? Date the wrong guys? Hell yeah, they are humans. What's important for you is to understand how they think. 7. Be willing to kick a woman out of your life at any point. Now, I'm not asking you to be rude and disrespectful. This is a mindset. What do I mean by this? At any point during trying to impress a girl, always be fully prepared to accept that this might not work out. Therefore, I'm not going to dive into this head in. Obviously, if you're simply unable to do this, you lack maturity, are too desperate, and your self-esteem will be torn apart by the rejections that will come your way. Why am I suggesting you this? Because women have the same mindset. Their mindset is built because they have too many options, which is why they don't attach themselves to every guy they talk to and very frequently reject, delete, and block guys without any hesitation. You need to build this mindset because you must invest your time and energy only with the most suitable candidate and not every fucking girl that texts you back. That's one reason. Another reason is when you actually start implementing this, you discover that girls automatically start taking more interest in you. Call it reverse psychology, but this works. I believe this happens because you're the only one who's not running after her, and that turns her on. You are patient, not flooding her with texts every time she wakes up, not dying for opportunities to talk to her, but whenever you get one, you take full advantage of it. Point 6. Make her happy. In her eyes, that makes you a strong, secure man, almost like the ideal image of man she fantasizes about. The remaining 3 points will be in the last video of the same. If you want to watch that video, subscribe to this channel. I post ball-crushing truth bombs every day on Instagram, so don't miss out on that at Mensutra. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. The link to part 1 of this video comes right after this. And lastly, you are awesome.